Hello, this is Dr. Bug, and welcome to another one of my videos. I'm very sick today, so I figured why not just record a couple of videos and a very special episode of Minecraft coming up. Um, so this trick is called a finder, and I'm just gonna use 3 aces. They can really be any card, but I'm just gonna use 3 aces so that it's easier for me to remember. You can look at them or not look at them. The effect is actually much greater when you don't look at them. But just for the sake of me knowing what they are, to know if I get the trick right, I'm gonna look at them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these cards in a nice, neat little pile, and we're just gonna separate some cards. Just put a small little piles down. Yeah, like this. Just plain. What's that noise? Great. I want to make sure I have a good estimate of even cards in this. Hopefully I do. As you can see, I'm just grabbing a chunk of cards, putting them back, and then putting them back down. That's only for the middle one. So I'm going to do that again, but I'm not going to put any back this time. What I'm going to do for the last deck is count them. Okay, so it's 15 there. That's all we want. Now with your audience, you could have up to 4 people in this, but 3 would work. 1 person would even work. It's just a little more difficult. Now, as you saw, I just flipped an ace over. You don't actually have to count that last stack, but I did just for the sake of it. I didn't count any other stack. And then you can tell once they flip their card over, you could tell their audience, your audience members, just to take a card, just to take from their, not opponent. I don't know what it is. From the next person's deck. So this person's deck, they can take cards from here, just as many as they want, and put them right on top. So this deck is set. I don't know how many cards are up there. So this card, they do the same with this card. But let's say this person wanted to bring all their cards over. You can let them. Go ahead. It's not going to do any harm to us. So then I put that on top. This person flips over their card. We put the remaining cards. You always want some remaining cards to put on top of that deck. And we just put them all up. And what we're going to do first of all, I'm just going to do a regular cut deck shuffle. Very simple shuffles that you can easily do. And don't worry, this will all be revealed, so if I have any spoilers as to what's going on, I apologize, but don't worry, it'll all be revealed. So we're just going to flip one over, put one down. If you ever see your card, just say, hey, stop the video, or just stop the video, but you know. Because if you end up stopping the video, that means I messed up the trick, but you know. So I'm going to do this until we finish off the deck. And you're looking through this deck, by the way. But the face-up deck is going to be the garbage one. So if you see your card in the garbage pile, that means I totally messed up. I'm just going to put those over there. I'm going to take these flipped over cards. I'm going to go ahead and straighten them up. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. Don't worry, that was not the ace from the beginning. Our ace from the beginning was the ace of diamonds and the 2 black aces. I know, when I was practicing this trick, I made the same mistake a couple of times. Okay, so then we take these, put them over with the junk. Hopefully you guys haven't stopped the video yet, especially at that first ace. Oops, wrong way. We're going to do this again. We have one more card left over. I'm just gonna put in that junk pile. Okay, I got a little confused right there because I had extra cards. Let me do this one more time. And there are 3 remaining cards right here, and they are the aces from the beginning. That was a pretty cool trick. I really enjoyed it. So let's get to the reveal. It's actually a very easy reveal. Fairly easy. It's similar to my self-working card trick, and I'm gonna sit down here. Very similar. Sorry. What happens is, yes, I was counting every deck. But to make it a little less conspicuous, you try and count in 3s. But that doesn't always. Oh my god. That doesn't always work out for me. So what I want to do is I just, man, my foot keeps linking on this thing. I just put 1, 2, and it goes 14, 15, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 cards here. We want to make sure that there's 15 in the remaining 2 piles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you're going to have some remaining cards over. You're going to want to keep those. You have 5 remaining cards. You're going to want to keep those. Set them aside for a second. If you're playing with 4 people, you can't play with 5, and I'm including yourself when you say, when I say 4 people. But when I say 3 people, I mean 3 audience members. I know it gets kind of confusing, but so when you take this card and put it over, even if you take this entire stack, it's all gonna be the same. So let me example. You put the little bit over here, right? You put this. That one card is still going on the top, and that second card that we had over here is still going under all of the second person's cards. So if you didn't get that, oh shoot. Oh man, I totally messed that up. I can reverse the effects though. I can reverse the effects. I can reverse the effects. Ta-da. So we take any cards over here, and then this deck is set. Now, we flip this card over, take any cards we want over here, and flip this card over. Now, we put the remaining cards over here, so every single time our remaining 5 cards will be, the last card will be 5 cards down from the bottom, from the top, sorry. But now the cards under it were from the original pile that we had from that last deck. But if you also notice, the cards that we took from the beginning are still there because that ace is buried. Now that ace buried under this pile right here, that was here, we're gonna put that on top. So even if we left the deck exactly the same, it should end up like this. We could just flip all the cards over into into each pile and just set the remaining cards right on top. So another way that you could do it, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put those back over there. Here's the other ace. So this is the last way that you could do it. Whoops. Okay, so that was the last ace pile, yeah. So then we take, I'm just kind of reversing to make this a little easier on you guys. The last way that you could do it, to simplify everything, that last way would be the same as doing this. Whoops. And taking these cards on top. Same thing as that. So moving on, the cut in the deck, you may think that there was some suspicious stuff going on in there that I needed to do the cut in a specific way. But really, you don't cut the deck or shuffle it. All you're doing, all I did is take this from the bottom, bring it up over to make it look like I was taking it from the top. So I'm just, basically all I was doing was taking this, putting it down, and doing this. Simplify it even more, just, that's really all it is. Now don't be doing that, because that's not gonna make it look like it's a real cut, so you want to bring it over really fast to make it look like it was a real cut. Moving on to the second form of cutting, this one was actually much simpler. All I was doing is top, middle, bottom. Top, middle, bottom. Not moving the cards in any direction. So I'm doing top, middle, bottom. Very simple. Now that last form, if you do all these steps correctly, you should end up with the aces in the last 3 remaining cards. I'll just go through this one more time. You don't even have to shuffle the deck, just you want to make it look like you're shuffling the deck. Make sure that your audience, if you have some very suspicious audience members that watch your tricks, which I do, yeah, there's many of them on YouTube, you have to make it look like you're actually shuffling the deck, so they don't get suspicious that you're not shuffling the deck for a reason. You want to make it look like you're actually shuffling the deck when you're not. And those cuts are called false cuts. Okay. So now we're left with the last of these cards. So we're gonna keep going. Now, you should end up with this one remaining card. I don't know if you will or not. I don't know if I'm missing a card or not. I just put that in the junk pile. So if you're missing a card or not, just put it in the junk pile. I don't know if I'm missing a card or not or something. I don't know. So we're gonna continue. Now, if you followed my directions exactly, you should have never saw the aces in there, but they should be in the last remaining cards. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another card trick reveal video. Bye!